Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is inspired by a girl I saw on TikTok who was making a neighborhood all in one block. I don't follow her, but she's appeared a few times on my For You page, and what she was doing was kind of interesting, so I decided to try and make my own version of it, but the creative bubble wasn't bubbling, so the only thing that came to my mind was to make like a getaway resort type of venue at the beach where you can go and spend time, where your Sims can go and spend time on vacation. All the photos had inspiration pictures that I'll put on the side of the screen, but none of them were fully matching them, which I quite liked. Plus I kind of got sidetracked every once in a while I was building, so not all of them, I was looking at it but I wasn't looking at it to follow. Some of them I did get annoyed with. There are a few points here where there's just moments where I looked at the screen and went, what the fuck, why? But we got over it. That roof over there, I don't know why I got to it. It was the first picture I saw, so I tried to put it into the first build, like the one I'm busy with now, would be the main house where the people that your sim would go make believe book a place to stay in for who knows how long that they wanted to stay in. And I thought that would be a cute entrance to the place, to have like a little archway where you drive into the whole resort venue thing. It turned out cute in the end. I struggled with it in the beginning, but after a while of shrinking it down a few times, it worked. It worked with me. But then the balcony and the, what do you call it, that thing there was irritating me, so I fixed that too. And in the beginning I had it in my head to put this extra room at the top. I'm not going to furnish any of the houses, it's just the exteriors that I'm doing. But I just don't feel like doing the inside of the houses. It's too much effort, I'm not in the mood for that. So I ended up deleting it because it started to piss me off. So it wasn't more of a we're gonna fix it and find a way to put it there. It was more of a you're irritating me, I'm gonna delete you now. And through that I fixed the roof that was bothering me, so in the end it was all happy. I chose to go to the back of this, but behind it, well, not straight behind it, but all the way to the back, because I wanted to make different size houses and make them all not twinning but siblings to one another. And this house was just very cute to me while I was busy building it, even though it was irritating the back of it at some point. And I did map out areas that I wanted to use for the houses, but I didn't use its full area to build the house. I just moved it up so it could fill that space, but it's a much smaller version than most of the other houses. I think that one other one is also a small version of a house. This roof I was swearing at the whole time while I was busy. It was a bitch to get correct. It was not working with me, so it got a few, let's say, certain words thrown at it, and in the end I just got rid of it and chose to somewhat get rid of that part, so it didn't bother me as much as it did. But it all worked out. It still came out like a nice house. Looking back, I saw now, I don't even remember doing this, where I extended the balcony so it would be like a wraparound, and I think that's going to be very cute to make into a beachy themed house. This one I thought of, like, I don't know how you, like those houses where there's one apartment at the top and one at the bottom, so you can pick either one that you wanted to go into. And it wasn't what I originally wanted to go with, but it ended up becoming that, so I just went with it. It basically started with the stairs getting there. It's because of the stairs that I ended up thinking of it as one where it's one at the top, one at the bottom, so a lot more Sims can go in and pick which, you could say, house that they wanted to be in at the time. Which I thought was a cute idea. Like it matches the theme, but then it's also like a secret, I'm double what you think I am. That doesn't make sense, does it? But it does to me, so that's fine. The roofs in this whole build were bothering me a lot. I don't usually make roofs like that where they all it looks weird to me in a sense, but in the same time it matches the theme that I'm going for. So while building them, I also had to experiment with some of my roofs. Same with the first house that I did. The what do you call it, that weird roof, the circle looking roof. I don't usually use those. I tend to stay away from them because I don't like using them because I can never get them right. But I was happy with what I came out in the end for that house over there. I was in the beginning gonna make like a small cafe, you could say, but I didn't do that. I think that was the thought bubble there for this house, but it just completely went away. I didn't even think about it as soon as I got to the second floor of this building. So I made this one as a, apartment, like when you go to the beach and there's all those apartments that you can rent out for the week or something, that you go to the beach. I wanted to give it that vibe, so it's not as how do you say, it's for a much shorter term that you're spending, or your Sims are going to spend at the beach. And again, I couldn't figure out what I wanted here by the stairs, so I had to get a few more inspiration pictures, but I didn't save them. I was just scrolling from the original picture that I had, but it ended up coming out a lot nicer than I thought it would. I did not even realize that that was possible, but this building was actually quite interesting for me to build because I wanted it to look cozy but also be a beach. Well, you can't say hotel, we don't have hotels, we've got apartments. So I had that in mind the whole time while I was building. The back looked very plain to me, so I wanted to figure out what to do there into making it look a little more interesting, like it had a personality, like the house had a characteristic going when you saw it. It wasn't working how I wanted it to, so I decided we'll give it a try, like give it a balcony, and I like that a lot more, but only in the front, so your Sim could look out into the water, you could say, and I liked it a lot more. I went down and I saw the roofs. It was only a small glimpse now that you guys saw it, but the roofs for the whole first floor is just straight through the building. And as I saw it while building, the only thing that popped in my head was, I don't care that you're there, I'm not even going to worry about you, you're not in thought at all, since I'm not going to be furnishing any of the places. So it was, you're going to look pretty on the outside, the inside isn't my problem. This one, I wanted to do something, I had a picture in my head at the time, and on the photo it looks very cute, like I liked it a lot. It was what I wanted, it was the main purpose for this house. But again, while experimenting with the roofs, it just did not do what I wanted it to do. So out of the whole thing, this was what I struggled with the most, and I was very sad that it didn't work out and that I had to change it. But it was a very cute idea. I could maybe later on try and figure out how to do this again, but in a way that it would work out in the end. But yeah, I was in my head, I was like, this is gonna work, I'm going to get it correct, but it just did not work, even though I struggled and swayed at the roofs the whole time while I was building it, because the roof that I was busy with wouldn't line up with the top roof no matter what I did. And then I tried to make it work, but then that small piece wouldn't fit with it, so I thought of making like a glass roof effect, but I couldn't get that correct either. And I've seen people do it before, but I don't usually work with glass roofs, so it didn't work for me. So I just got rid of it and decided to close the whole thing, but it matched with the other houses, so that was still fine. This one I decided also to give a small balcony a small balcony area where it's not like the other small house where you have some good picture live at the top or the bottom. This is just to sit and have morning coffee with, but it turned out fine. So this, I wanted to put a house here as well, but I decided that it would be very close to the entrance of the house, to the main house, so my brain just changed to have like a little gazebo picnic area where all of the people, the residents, the Sim residents who come and stay here for their holiday, weekend, whatever, have like a little sitting area where they could have a meal with their family and just chill, and it would be a pretty spot in the whole place. And I think I have a picture, but I don't have a full picture yet of what I want to do. But this is only the shell. I'm gonna do another video where I am decorating everything, but I don't know how many parts are gonna be in that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you look forward to the next video. I'll see you then. Bye.
Honeybee, I can't imagine how my life would be if all your gravity did not hit me.